Well, hey everybody. Hi. I know that we are just getting kicked off. We are getting started. And so I'm really excited to share with you tonight a little bit more about Neora, the Neora experience, and really what makes Neora so different and why I am so excited, so passionate about helping entrepreneurs, business owners, moms, CEOs get started in really this incredible company, this incredible compensation plan, and to really educate you tonight on how you can begin earning with Neora. So if you are in the comments and you want to be able to chat back and forth, just a heads up that you actually have to be logged into your YouTube to be able to do that. So if that is the case and you have any questions that you want me to answer throughout tonight, I would be more than happy to do it. And just a heads up, I really like to keep things short, sweet, and to the point, but I love answering questions. So any questions that you have, feel free to ask them at the end of this presentation. And then on top of that, if you have additional questions, please, please, please to make sure to reach out to the person who invited you here. So tonight, the entire purpose of this presentation is really just for you to get to know the company Neora and to get a feel for the culture of Neora, what makes it exceptional, what makes it maybe a different experience than what you have maybe heard of in the past, or maybe you yourself have experienced. So I'm not just going to walk you through some of our product catalog. I really would love to tell you about everything that we have to offer, but we really want to keep this as short and sweet as possible. So I'll make sure to link for you below some information about our products as well. So as we dive in tonight, I want to first take a minute and introduce myself. My name is Katie Ersta. I have actually been in the direct selling space, network marketing, for 14 years. On top of that, I have spent 7 years training people in the direct sales space. So helping some of the best in the business actually brand themselves, actually create their direct sales experience, maximize their leadership potential. And I have been doing this while I also have been building my own organization. But before that, I was actually a reading teacher. I was a woman who was so tired of crossing her fingers at the grocery store, praying that she could do more than just get by. Hi. And I remember when I was actually introduced to the opportunity some 14 years ago, I had no idea that this was even a billion-dollar industry. I had no idea that simply by saying yes and being open-minded to learning more, that the trajectory of my entire life would change. So on top of those 14 years of experience, I'm also the author of a best-selling book. You can get it on Amazon. It's called Direct Sales Done Right. And I am also the podcast host of the podcast by the same name called Direct Sales Done Right as well. All of that to say, I am somebody who is deeply invested in not just the industry, but the commitment to doing it right. So you can imagine when a couple of years ago, it was October of 2024, after 12 years of really pouring my heart and soul into a company that I loved, a team and an organization that I really enjoyed and I really loved, I found out that the network marketing side of what we did was actually closing its doors and it was going to go away. And you can imagine, as somebody who was in a leadership position, who was leading a lot of people, yes, in the company was Beachbody, but on top of that, I was also somebody who was training other women in the direct sales space. There was this mass panic of, is something shifting in the industry? Is something changing? And I came into my newer experience with direct sales with some skepticism. And I share that with you because I understood that for the direct sales industry to last, it had to be built to last. And that meant that you had to be part of a company that was committed to building a company that was going to last. They're not just innovative with their products, they're innovative with their comp plan, and they're ahead of any of the trends when it comes to how to really build a business. And when I knew that Beachbody was closing, the first thing that I said to myself was, I'm not going to do this anymore. I don't like the way that things are heading, and I really don't like the way that it felt as though everybody was just really panicking and trying to figure out what to do. And I took a pause and I took a breath and I found Neora. And there's a whole entire story as to how I found Neora. But the story of how I found it doesn't matter as much as the story of you being here tonight. What's really cool about where we are in this moment of time is that Neora is not only on the verge of explosion when it comes to the products that they are creating, but on top of that, they have just maximized, optimized in a comp plan so that people who in 2026 are looking at the direct sales as something that they want to do, whether they want to do it full time or they want to create part-time income. Neora knew that they had to be ready for the shifts that were happening in the industry. And they didn't just come through on top, they went above and beyond by creating a comp plan that truly is built to last. And a comp plan that can't be called to question, a comp plan that is so easy to understand, it can be seen on one page. I mean, I am now in this season of my life that if it is simple, it can scale. And if it's not simple, I don't want anything to do with it. My life is complicated enough as it is. And I knew that in this season of direct selling, I wanted to make sure that I was partnered with women who had no problem with hard work, but they also wanted to find joy in the journey. They wanted to make sure that they were a part of a company that was very much committed to holistic products, that they were making sure that they were a part of something that culturally was not just diverse, but people were excited about the community that they were a part of. Amen to collaboration over competition. Gone are those days of trying to outdo each other, especially in the network marketing space. It doesn't belong here at Neora. And I think a big part of that is because the culture itself and the commitment of creating that culture is from Amber Olson Rourke and Jeff Olson, who are our CEOs. Everything about our culture is about small, seemingly insignificant things that you do every single day that create a compounding effect, which we're going to talk about a little bit more as we get into the comp plan. And yes, on top of all of the wildness in the last year and a half that I have been through, over the past couple months, I have also been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis while leading an organization. And I don't want to get teary-eyed thinking about it, but the one thing I just am so grateful for with our team is my ability to be able to work when I am actually able. And to know that we have an entire team of leaders, of incredible women who are supportive of each other, not just because somebody is in their organization or helping them build volume, but because genuinely we are all committed to helping people be their best. It's part of just what we do and what the culture is here. And so tonight, I just want to start by sharing a couple of the things that I love. The first is that we're innovative with the products. And although I will tell you about the various products that we have, I will tell you that the commitment that we have to innovation also means that we are never going to white label products. Everything that you see on our platform or on our website is all customized and personalized to Neora itself. We own the patents and we also customize the formulations. Everything that we create is third-party tested, which is huge, and it is also going to be clinically tested as well. We have patented and proprietary ingredients, which means that you are also going to get incredible results. Our testimonials page, thousands upon thousands of them within the first 90 days of using it. And what I also love about the products that are in our catalog is a lot of people will try to create what we're doing, but nobody comes close to what we have in our catalog. We also are committed to transparency. And as I mentioned, yes, we do third-party clinical trials, but we also have clinical level concentrations, which also means that not only are you getting the cleanest ingredients in our skincare, in our wellness, and in our hair care, you are also not getting a lot of muck and gunk and things that you're going to find on a lot of store shelves. Knowing the direct sales space, I also know firsthand how many companies are well. But for me personally, hands down, I will be on that hill of collagen is the best thing in the world that we have to offer, as well as our youth factor. And I suppose that that is in our wellness line, but we also know here at Neora that when you're putting something inside your body, it impacts how it shows up on your body. So our collagen and our youth factor, I have to say, also play a role in the skincare side of things as well. So in the comments, I would love to hear what products you absolutely love too. And you can take my word for it, or you can just look at some of the results. But here are a couple of results that you see from our products lines. I use all three of them. So I use the skincare, I use the hair care, and I use the wellness line. And these are a few of the things that as you begin to come into the organization, we'll share a little bit more about what to really expect. We'll share with you more of how to really maximize your transformation and help your clients do the same. But I think that these three images give you a really good idea as to what a transformation, especially at the 90-day mark, can really look like for you and for your clients. Now, I always give this caveat. We always provide a 60-day money-back guarantee. Clients don't return it. They just don't. I think of all of the clients that I've had in the year and a half, I maybe had one return. That is saying something tremendous, not just about our products, but the value of our products and just how true it is that you're going to get an amazing transformation. Now, one of the things that we are known for, especially in Neora, is actually the full face alternative to injectables. Now, I just can see that I don't have a lot of wrinkles. I don't have a lot of fine lines. And I'll also give a little shout out to the non-injectable, the alternative to an injectable, which is going to be on the lips too. So we'll talk a little bit more about this because this is a fan favorite. And in my opinion, it's one of the easiest items to actually share. So what we have here is we have our Neo filler. I really wish I would have brought it down. We have our Neo filler, and then we also have our Neo filler lip. And so these two together are going to really be a great way for you to build that elasticity in your skin. Your skin is going to look as though it's plumper. It's going to be more contoured. You're going to see a reduction in those fine lines and wrinkles. Your jowline is going to be a little bit tighter, and there's going to be more of that youthful sort of glow. And then the lip filler works very much the same way. It gives you that pouty look. It gives you those full lips that we really want to go for, but we may not want the needles to go with it. So just to show you a couple of these real results, these are from the third-party testers at the 90-day mark. These are some of the absolutely incredible results that you see. I like to show people what to look at too. So when you're looking at these results, I like to look on this person like right above the lips, and you can almost see like the elasticity. There's a fullerness, a plumpness to her face. You can also see that there is there's a reduction in those lines and wrinkles as well. This is one that I've seen all over the internet. What I love about this is the skin color, and as well as those dark spots, those age spots that we just love so much. We all know that those are things that as we get older, we work on, but you can see it looks as though she has taken years off of her skin. And the crazy part is it's not through injections. And it's not through fillers. This is through a non-tox alternative that is not available on the market from anyone else, from any other company. It is by far the best product out there. And I could go on, but as you can see, these results all speak for themselves. Incredible, right? So, as I was walking through this and as I was sharing this with you, I also feel as though if you are here, you maybe did get some background from the person who invited you here. So, that could have been that you are using the products, the skincare products, the hair care products, or you yourself are using the wellness products. I know that for me, when I came into Neora, I saw incredible results with Neora Fit when I had started. The Neo filler wasn't even out at the time, but I started using the products and I committed to myself to making sure that no matter what, I was committed to using them for 90 days and following the directions that my sponsor had shared with me. And so when I really started to see the results, that's when my sales started to really increase because I had a natural energy for what I was going to talk about. Now, when we talk about the compensation side of things, there is three things that I believe any direct seller really needs, and actually anyone in marketing for that matter. And it is a philosophy that I've taught for years, and it's something that anyone who's ever worked it with me knows that I share this, I teach this, I live this, I preach this. If you want to be successful in sales, there are three areas of belief that you have to have. Number one, you have to have belief in the products. There's no way for you to be able to effectively sell a product in the direct sales industry if you yourself don't believe that the products are going to bless somebody else's life, that they're going to solve a problem for somebody else. The second is you have to have belief in the opportunity. And I may actually cause you to fall out of your chair tonight when I share with you what makes our company so different when it comes to the compensation side of things. And the third is something we are always working on here in our organization, and that is belief in yourself. Belief in yourself that you can set goals for your business, and with the right tools and the right resources, the right support, you can achieve those goals. And we'll talk about what some of those goals might look like for you, for your business tonight as well. But I also think that the most beautiful part of what Neora did with the compensation plan is they simplified it. You know, I am somebody who lives a pretty crazy lifestyle right now. On top of just dealing with some of the health concerns that I have and the health issues that I have, I'm a mom of two boys. My sons have always seen me working in the direct sales space. They are 16 and they are soon to be 13. They're busy with their hockey schedules. And I'm not sure if you know this, but hockey is like the stupidest, most expensive sport. I love it. I don't mean it when I say stupid, but the cost of it is absolutely mind-blowing. And when they created this comp plan, it was as though everything started to really make sense into how I could speak more about it in a very simple way. How I could sit down with someone and say, if you want to earn this amount, this is what you have to do. And it was rewarding. So you're looking at a compensation plan that is tied to simple action in your business. When you sign as a brand partner, we get you teed up to the action you can take to really build that momentum, move the needle forward. And as you're doing these things, you can actually see in real time how your income is increasing. It's absolutely incredible. So yes, it's simple and rewarding. It's also powerful. You're looking at up to 35% commissions in just your sales. It is flexible. So whether you have 20 minutes a day or 2 hours a day, you can make this business work in the time that you do have. I also want to share one more thing with that. I think a lot of people look at others who are online who are in the direct sales space and they think, man, this person always seems to be on their phone. They always seem to be in their stories. They always seem to be posting. And they might be looking at that person going, there's no way I could do what they do. Here's what I have found at Neora. There are people who are having massive success in the business who don't even post on social media. There are people in Neora who solely post on social media. There are people who have a combination of doing things in person, belly to belly, and those who are doing things online. And that's what we mean by flexible. So when you're looking at the business opportunity, it has to fit for you. And Neora makes it simple for it to fit for you. And the last thing, the most important to me, is that we have a community of people who are rooting for you, who want to see you win, who aren't going to ever try to one-up you. They are the people who are celebrating your wins and successes every single step of the way. And personally, this has been such a beautiful reprieve from the environment that I came from, that always felt like you had to be on, you had to keep going. And with Neora, you can take a breath. You can take a breath and you can truly enjoy the experience of building a business. So how do you actually earn? I'm going to walk you through a couple different ways tonight, just so that you can wrap your head around it. But I also want to just leave you with some information too, just to show you how you can be a part of the 1K 1 month club that we're going to be starting in our organization. Okay, so first things first, you are paid weekly on your sales. So you can earn up to 35% throughout the month, and that payment goes through every single Wednesday. The second is, when you sell $300 worth of product, you actually earn a $100 credit to use however you want that next month. Just to give you some context, a lot of the women in our organization, they have already earned their $100 for next month and are very happy about it, but it's very organic. Like I said, when people start using the products, they fall in love with the products, they stay on the products. In fact, 80% of all of the sales in all of our company are customer sales, not brand partner sales. That's unheard of. That is so unique and such a testament to what we have to offer. There is also monthly lifestyle bonuses that range from $500 to $45,000. And you also earn unique experiences such as trips to travel the world and learn new things too. So I know that many of the brand partners in our organization are working towards a trip to Mexico right now. And if you are preparing to sign up as a brand partner, just a heads up, this is totally something that you can do as well. Fun fact, I earned my trip, my first Neora trip, in the first month that I was a brand partner. So you're gonna have incredible spa experiences. There's going to be a butler for you, unlimited poolside services too. So I don't know about you, but sign me up. I am ready to go to Mexico as well. So a little bit more about those trips too. I know a lot of companies are not a trip for two kind of package. We are 4 nights trip for two as well. Okay, just to give you some context to show you how literally easy this can be for you to earn your first $1,000. And I want to just remind you too, you are part of an organization where unfortunately you're kind of stuck with me. I actually have a lot of experience in scaling in the industry and teaching people how to do it. So not only with the branding side of things, but the system side of things as well. And on top of that, we have upline support, tools, and resources that you're gonna actually have access to. And I'm gonna show you some of those this evening as well. So just to show you what it can look like to earn $1,000, let's say that you yourself sell $1,000 worth of products. Now, many women on our team, they sell well beyond that, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 worth. So maybe you come in and you set your sights on $1,000 in personal sales. Then you say, all right, I am also going to enroll 3 brand partners with that same goal in mind. When you do that, you additionally get a $500 bonus, a $500 bonus. That's on top of your commissions. That is on top of the rank bonus that you're going to get as well. So this just gives you a clue as to what is possible for you too, okay? So just to give you some context into what that looks like, this is what a $1,000 month in personal sales looks like, and in bonuses too. All right. There are so many different ways that you can earn here in Neora. The beautiful thing about Neora too is you don't have to build a team. You can build an entire business based on sales only. And there is also an incredible incentive that is happening in Neora right now. And that incentive is that you can earn up to $60,000 in bonuses alone. So that's pretty cool, right? So I don't know about you, but I am ready for $60,000 in bonuses. Say yes, please. I am in. And what I love too is that Neora is actually celebrating 15 years right now. They're celebrating 15 years. And I want to pause on this for a minute because not only is the website discounted 15% for new brand partners, but it is also for your customers too. So when you sign up, you're going to be earning your weekly commissions. When you sell $300, you're going to get a $100 credit. And then when you sell $1,000 and you help 3 friends, you are going to earn an extra $500 bonus. And then on top of that, you have all of the other bonuses as well. So when I look at all of the things that Neora has to offer, they have a simplified compensation plan, but they also are looking to really grow the number of brand partners that are coming into the organization who are committed to truly doing this right. And so when you start in Neora, our job as your sponsor and as your upline is not just to help you build your business, it's also to help you understand the value of the products that you are going to be endorsing. And when we do that, that is through a few different resources, which I want to show you this evening as well. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen because I want to show you a couple things. So the first place that I want to share with you is our new brand partner guide. So this new brand partner guide is going to be given to everybody who signs up as a brand partner. And basically what you do is it's divided into 5 parts. You can see it at the top of the screen. But when you're looking at it, you have direction on how to use the guide and then what the different parts of the guide actually are. We also want to know, are you looking to build the hybrid, the social, the in-person, how you want to build your business, because you should have a say in how your business looks, how it feels. And then we go over the various steps and strategies to being able to actually build a business. And all of this is going to be the first part of the equation, is getting you acclimated and excited about what you have in front of you and knowing that every single step of the way you have the tools and you have the support. The second thing that I want to show you is the customer hub. So when you get people started in Neora, you may be saying to yourself, well, what if I don't really know enough about the products? Or what if I really know the skincare products well, but somebody buys the wellness products and you're a little bit worried? You want to make sure that you can help them. You have an entire portal. This portal is going to give you all of the tools to help your clients get started. I literally take this site, and for my new clients, I'm like, here, check this out. This is going to be exactly what you need to get started. It's also going to be a great place for you to actually ask your questions. And in fact, if you have questions too, and you're like, man, Katie isn't available right away, my sponsor isn't available right away, you can actually plug that question right into our portal and you can actually have it answered for you right away. Pretty cool, right? Pretty awesome. We also have a resource library called Habits House where you'll be able to do some just very short trainings on your own time as well. And not to mention, the company does a really, really great job of various trainings. They do a really great job of making sure that you always have exactly what you need to really build an incredible business, okay? So going back, I'm actually going to go to this screen. Let's go here. Let's go here. Okay, so going back, I often get the question, okay, like how do I actually get started? And when you get started, like I said, you really want to make sure that you're acclimated with the products. What's really cool is our kits are discounted astronomically so that you not only save, but you can get the entire Neora experience with massive, massive savings. So there are a couple of great launch packs, but what's really cool is you're getting all of them for 15% off. So you can choose the one that works best for you, for your budget, and where you want to take your business. I know that for me, when I started with something called the Holistic Kit, which is a $500 option. If wellness is your jam and you're like, I need the Holistic Kit, just reach out to the person who invited you here. They'll be able to make sure that you get set up with that. But these are the different options that you can get as well. I always say the $1,000 pack is going to be your no-brainer. It's going to give you the most bang for your buck, and it's also going to be a really great way to get acclimated with the entire catalog as well. All right, so let's go. I have one more. I have one more thing to say. And I am so proud of myself. I did this in 30 minutes. Is anyone else super proud of me? I'm going to be proud of me for a second. You know, I have been with Neora for almost 2 years. It will be 2 years in October. And a couple of the things that I love is, number one, it is simple. It is simple. You are being mentored by Jeff Olson, who is our CEO and the author of The Slight Edge. And the whole philosophy of this entire company is founded on the principle that small, seemingly insignificant decisions, choices that we make every single day, they are the ones that have the compounding effect on our business. Throughout the last few months, as I have been really navigating some massive, massive health changes, and as I have really been learning what life looks like to work well, to live well, to love my work and to find joy in it without constantly feeling this stress and this pressure, I will tell you that the new comp plan that they have created, it lends itself to being able to create a balanced business where you can truly thrive and succeed. And our community, our team, we are just so rooted in helping you succeed in the business because we have joy in it. We love what we get to do, and we love that we get to do it along with other people just like you. So if you have any other questions, or if you're like, yep, I'm ready to sign up for the 15% off of those kits. I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to be mentored. I'm ready to earn my first $1,000 in the business. We have got you. We have got you. And we are so excited to get you started on your journey. You guys, thank you so much for taking 30 minutes out of your busy, busy schedule to learn a little bit more about Neora. Reach out to the person who invited you here with any questions you might have. Have a great night, everyone.